Hello and welcome to Dan's Travel Tips, the channel where I share with you my best advice and recommendations for traveling around the world. In this video, I'm going to show you the best places to visit in Malaysia, a beautiful and diverse country in Southeast Asia. Malaysia is a melting pot of cultures, religions, and cuisines, with influences from Malay, Chinese, Indian, and European traditions. It is also home to some of the most stunning natural landscapes, from skyscrapers and temples in the cities, to beaches and islands in the coast, to rainforests and mountains in the interior. Whether you're looking for adventure, culture, or relaxation, Malaysia has something for everyone. So without further ado, let's get started with our Malaysia travel guide, Best Places to Visit. The first place we're going to visit is Kuala Lumpur, the capital and largest city of Malaysia. Kuala Lumpur is a vibrant and cosmopolitan metropolis where you can find a contrast of old and new, traditional and modern, and local and global. One of the most iconic landmarks of Kuala Lumpur is the Petronas Towers, the twin towers that stand at 452 meters tall and are connected by a sky bridge. You can go up to the observation deck and enjoy a panoramic view of the city, or visit the Surya KLCC Mall at the base of the towers, where you can find a variety of shops, restaurants, and entertainment options. Another must-see attraction in Kuala Lumpur is the Batu Caves, a series of limestone caves that house a Hindu temple and shrine. You can climb up the 272 steps to reach the main cave, where you can admire the statues, paintings, and carvings of Hindu deities. You can also see some of the wildlife that lives in the caves, such as monkeys, bats, and pigeons. If you're looking for a green escape in the city, you can check out the KL Forest Eco Park, a tropical rainforest reserve that offers a canopy walk, nature trails, and a visitor centre. You can learn about the flora and fauna of the forest and enjoy a breath of fresh air in the midst of the urban jungle. For a cultural experience, you can visit the Mah Meri Cultural Village, a community of indigenous people who live on the outskirts of Kuala Lumpur. You can learn about their history, traditions and crafts, and watch their performances of music and dance. Kuala Lumpur is also a great place to enjoy the nightlife, as there are many bars, clubs and pubs to choose from. You can find anything from live music and karaoke, to rooftop and speakeasy bars, to themed and trendy clubs. Kuala Lumpur is a city that never sleeps, and you'll never run out of things to do and see. The next place we're going to visit is Langkawi Island, a tropical paradise in the Andaman Sea. Langkawi is a popular destination for beach lovers, as it has some of the most beautiful and pristine beaches in Malaysia. You can relax on the soft white sand, swim in the clear blue water, or enjoy some of the water sports and activities available, such as jet skiing, parasailing, kayaking, and banana boating. One of the best ways to see the island from above is to take a cable car ride to the Sky Bridge, a curved suspension bridge that hangs 700 meters above sea level. You can walk across the bridge and admire the breathtaking views of the island, the sea, and the mountains. You can also visit the Oriental Village, a themed shopping and cultural complex at the base of the cable car station, where you can find a variety of souvenirs, handicrafts, and food. If you're feeling adventurous, you can also try some of the other attractions in the Oriental Village, such as the 3D Art Museum, the Animal Farm, and the Adventure Zone. Langkawi is also a great place to explore the underwater world, as it has some of the best snorkeling and diving spots in Malaysia. You can see a variety of colourful fish, coral and marine life, such as turtles, sharks and rays. Some of the best places to snorkel or dive in Langkawi are the Pulau Paya Marine Park, the Tanjung Ru Beach and the Datai Bay. If you want to see more of the natural beauty of Langkawi, you can also visit some of the mangroves and waterfalls that dot the island. You can take a boat tour of the Kilim Karst Geoforest Park, where you can see the limestone formations, the mangrove forests, and the wildlife, such as eagles, monkeys, and otters. You can also hike to some of the waterfalls, such as the Talaga Tujuh waterfall, the Durian Perangin waterfall, and the Temuran waterfall, where you can cool off in the refreshing pools. Langkawi is also a place to pamper yourself, as there are many spas and resorts that offer a range of services and treatments, such as massages, facials, aromatherapy, and reflexology. You can also enjoy some of the local and international cuisine that Langkawi has to offer, such as seafood, Malay, Chinese, Indian, and Thai dishes. The third place we're going to visit is Penang, a state and island on the northwest coast of Malaysia. Penang is known as the cultural and culinary capital of Malaysia, as it has a rich and diverse heritage and a mouth-watering and varied cuisine. One of the main attractions of Penang is the Georgetown UNESCO World Heritage Site, the historic and artistic centre of the city. You can walk around the streets and alleys of Georgetown and admire the architecture, the street art, and the culture of the place. You can see some of the colonial buildings, such as the Fort Cornwallis, the City Hall, and the Chong Fat TZ Mansion. You can also see some of the religious sites, such as the Kapitan Kaling Mosque, the Kuan Yin Temple, and the St. George's Church. You can also find some of the most famous and creative street art in Georgetown, such as the murals by Ernest Zakarovich, the steel rod sculptures by Sculpture at Work, and the 101 Lost Kittens project by Artists for Stray Animals. Georgetown is also a food lover's paradise, as you can find some of the best and most authentic dishes in Malaysia, influenced by the Malay, Chinese, Indian, and Peranakan cultures. Some of the must-try dishes in Georgetown are char kway teow, a stir-fried rice noodle dish with prawns, eggs, bean sprouts and chives. Laksa, a spicy and sour noodle soup with fish, tamarind and herbs. Rojak, a fruit and vegetable salad with a sweet and tangy sauce. And sendal, a shaved ice dessert with coconut milk, palm sugar and green jelly noodles. Another place to visit in Penang is the Kek Lok Si Temple, the largest and most impressive Buddhist temple in Malaysia. You can see the 7-story pagoda, the bronze statue of Guan Yin, the Goddess of Mercy, and the landscaped gardens and ponds. You can also take a funicular train to the Penang Hill, the highest point in Penang, where you can enjoy a cooler climate and a scenic view of the city and the sea. You can also visit the Penang National Park, the smallest national park in the world, where you can hike, camp, and see some of the wildlife such as monkeys, lizards, and birds. The last place we're going to visit is Borneo, the third largest island in the world, shared by Malaysia, Indonesia, and Brunei. Borneo is a haven for nature and wildlife lovers, as it has some of the oldest and most biodiverse rainforests in the world, and some of the most unique and endangered species on the planet. One of the places to visit in Borneo is the Gunung Mulu National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that features some of the most spectacular caves and rock formations in the world. You can see the Deer Cave, the largest cave passage in the world, where you can witness the exodus of millions of bats at dusk. You can also see the Clearwater Cave, the longest cave system in Southeast Asia, where you can swim in the crystal clear water. You can also see the Pinnacles, a series of jagged limestone peaks that rise above the forest canopy. Another place to visit in Borneo is the Kinabatangan River, the longest and most important river in Sabah, the Malaysian state in Borneo. You can take a river cruise or a kayak tour of the Kinabatangan River and see some of the wildlife that lives along the riverbanks, such as orangutans, pygmy elephants, proboscis monkeys, and hornbills. You can also visit some of the villages and communities that live along the river and learn about their culture and lifestyle. Another place to visit in Borneo is the Mount Kinabalu, the highest mountain in Malaysia and one of the most accessible and climbable peaks in the world. You can hike to the summit of Mount Kinabalu and enjoy the stunning views of the surrounding landscape, the clouds and the sunrise. You can also visit the Kinabalu Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that has a variety of flora and fauna, such as orchids, ferns, and pitcher plants. Another place to visit in Borneo is the Sipadan Island, one of the best diving sites in the world, located off the coast of Sabah. You can dive in the Sipadan Island and see some of the most amazing and diverse marine life in the world, such as turtles, sharks, barracudas, and coral. You can also visit some of the nearby islands, such as Mabul, Kapalai, and Mata King, where you can enjoy more diving, snorkeling, and relaxing. That's it for our Malaysia travel guide, Best Places to Visit. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Dan's Travel Tips for more travel videos like this. Also, don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what you think of Malaysia, or if you have any other destinations or topics you want me to cover in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy travels!